gotta realize that peak Morgz was earning millions of dollars, and Morgz now is still earning millions of dollars. Okay, you guys.
His YouTube channel is pretty much dead with an average of only 5 million views per month. And the first reason for the death of his channel.
Why did you guys send this? Who's Morgz? I don't. Okay.
Back in 2019, when Morgz was gaining an average of 100
Morgz is a Mr. Beast copycat.
It was accepted as commonplace on YouTube, Reddit, and Twitter.
I don't even know who Morgz is,
made up primarily of children. Now, it's hardly surprising that this ended up being the case, as when Morgz first began his channel back in 2014, he was a 13-year-old child himself.
Hey guys, Morgan here, and today we have a Q&A because we just hit 1k subs.
The gaming content he began to produce in combination with his own young age wasn't going to appeal to anyone besides other youngsters, which was solidified to some extent in a video back in 2015 called Reacting to Hate Comments, during which he'd complain about 6-year-olds hating on his videos.
I swear every YouTuber has received one of these comments from people who look about 6 calling you a kid.
Luckily for Morgz, however, there's no shortage of kids watching YouTube, and just over a year after beginning his countless FIFA and Pokemon Go videos,
he makes loud videos. He's obnoxiously annoying.
Okay. Congratulations for surpassing 100,000 subscribers.
The growth of his channel led to the introduction of his mother in a video titled Extreme Q&A with My Mum.
My mum. I can't believe this is actually happening.
Giving exposure to the now famous Jill Hudson, whilst Morgz continued to grow rapidly in the background.
Iris and Nicole had beef with his mom?
Morgz had only 8,000 subscribers. However, by the end of the year, he had gained more than 1 million.
How?
Yet while this achievement was incredibly exciting, it would come with one specific problem.
The more loud, energetic, intense, crazy I was in the videos, that's kind of what provided the best results. And obviously my main goal, and I think pretty much most YouTubers are, but like
Gen Z YouTuber
was always just to like grow my channel as big as it could be.
As mentioned in the previous clip from the
I can't really comment on this one because I don't know Morgz.
The more hyped and energetic he acted, the more views he received. His goal at the end of the day was to grow the channel as quickly as possible, so putting on this over-the-top persona became the new meta on his channel. He then began to mix this with challenge-style videos which were clearly targeted toward a younger audience, further cementing the idea that his viewers were nothing but children. However, his video style and persona were the only things that were checked.
Because you guys have to realize that's the one that works. Okay, I've said this multiple times in multiple videos, but generally YouTubers find a successful pattern with their videos and try to emulate that consistently for a to emulate or to continue that success. A great example of that is me. If you guys notice about this is that majority of my thumbnail are actually all of it are formatted, okay? Majority of the video is formatted because what happened is that I produced a lot of variety videos before. I provided gameplay videos before, TikTok videos before, I made short ASMR videos before, I made gaming content in Minecraft episodical, and then I started doing reactions too. And then what caught on with the algorithm is that it was the reaction videos that caught on. So after that, I removed and scrapped all of the other videos. And then after that, I just made more reaction videos. And after that, they were getting like 1K, 2K, 1K, 2K, 3K. And after that, I started to change the format a little bit. Instead of just reacting, I started to make it commentary, yada yada. You know, I kind of adjusted it more to what was working. And then sooner or later, like one of the most popular videos here in this channel is 100K, which is a reaction video. So I think what Morgz is doing is essentially the same thing. He just looks for a format and basically just expounds on that and tries to maximize on what makes a successful video in his niche or in his category. Okay, now aside from the boring YouTube talk, the problem with that is it sometimes go to the extreme. It sometimes seems that it's too annoying, it's too loud, it's too hyper, but you guys have to realize that that is the technique that works for him specifically for his audience too. Like you guys, for my case, what works for me is that long commentary and pausing the video every a few minutes to talk about things and give my insight on it. You know what I mean? Everybody does things differently. It's not that he's trying to chase the algorithm. No, that's not how it works. He's just trying to provide what is best content for his viewers. What is the best content for his specific viewers and not a generalized viewers? Because if you guys have to look at it, like having a generalized viewer actually focuses more on huge content creators. Like think about PewDiePie, think of Mr. Beast, think of these are the channels that make videos that is generalized for everybody could watch. But some other content, like let's say Morgz, I'm assuming, is that he makes video content that is mainly for children with hype, beast energy, like, you know, and that kind of stuff, because that's the one that works for his audience. Now it might get annoying, yes, that's true, but you know, his viewers find it necessary, his viewers find it awesome and fun, so that's what he does. He panders mainly to his audience the same way I do to you guys, because I love you guys are the best. I wouldn't be here without you guys, the same way he does too.
Changing in Morgz' life. Still at the age of 15,
You're defending
Morgz would
Morgz,
upload a video
Lulu.
explaining that as a result of spending so much time
That's what I
creating
think though, as a fellow
videos, his
YouTuber.
school attendance had declined dramatically, resulting in his teachers telling him that he needed to quit YouTube.
The head teacher starts
Okay.
asking me if I would quit YouTube or stop doing YouTube to focus on
YouTube.
school.
Morgz was therefore
YouTube.
faced with a decision.
He's British,
He could either
right?
continue school or drop
British,
out at
mate.
the age of 15
Yeah, I think-
and
I
pursue
think it is.
content creation, and a video titled "Why I Quit School Aged 15 to Do YouTube Full Time" gives us a pretty good idea
Okay.
about which option he would eventually choose. However, while leaving school at the age of 15 felt like the right decision to Morgz, others in
Okay.
the YouTube commentary space didn't feel the same way. A video uploaded by Muggy titled "Morgz is an idiot for dropping out of school" would go on to receive 1.25 million views by criticizing Morgz for believing his YouTube career would last forever.
I can comfortably say that I want to spend the rest of my life doing YouTube.
That's not gonna happen, sorry. It's just YouTube's not gonna exist for 60 more years.
Yet this wasn't even the most significant thing to
YouTube
come out
money?
of this video. The impressive performance of 1.25
Okay.
million views for what was a pretty basic
Okay.
commentary up.
I gotta pause this again, okay? Because you guys have to realize that I understand kind of Morgz' decision here, okay? Because how YouTube Pay works is that it kind of depends on you, but usually every month YouTube sends you a check or a deposit or a wire transfer, which is a minimum of $100, because that's a threshold for ad revenue. It's more if you have super chats or donations through your live streams, but generally ad revenues kind of sends you around like $100 minimum, okay? And if you have a video that hits like, let's say, 1 million views, okay, that is enough to give you at least, I'm assuming, around like $30,000 to $50,000, depending on your CPM, okay? And that's not counting the sponsors. So if one single video can earn you like $20,000 or $30,000 or $40,000 without sponsorship, and that's just pure ad revenue, that's not with you selling your merch, even no sponsorship, no super thanks and then those kind of additional monetization, it is actually quite doable to focus on this and just bank as much energy and effort you can to content creation, and after that just use that to invest on a business or use it for your 401ks. You know what I mean? For your future. So I do think that Morgz definitely has a thing for this, and especially if you realize that majority of content creators in the Philippines or let's say Indonesia, specifically poorer countries, I would say, like, you know, poorer countries, since YouTube pays in dollars, ad revenue pays in dollars, it's actually quite a lot more. Like for example, $100 the minimum for a week, for a month in YouTube is basically earnable if you get like at least thousands of views per video. You know, thousands of views per video. And if you get around that rate, you get $100 per month. That is already like semi-average provincial rate for the Philippines, which is amazing, right? So you guys could actually see this. And the thing about this, it's that there's no cap. It will just increase with more views that you get. So I do understand this. So this is why some people or the kids nowadays, they want to be YouTubers, because there is actually legit money to this and there is actually legit fame to this. I don't know if this applies to, you know, the what do you call that, in real life scenarios where you could be a doctor or a lawyer, but I'm speaking in general terms. YouTube is quite profitable actually, and me myself, I have been very, very blatant. I've been very transparent with the earnings of the channel so far, especially with my mods and especially with my team, not really my team, with my VTuber friends, and that they know how much each reaction video kind of pays. So this is the reason why I would understand that Morgz dropping out of school just for YouTube ad revenue or YouTube monetization or additional methods. And you guys have to realize this was 5 years ago. There was no super things about last year or 5 years ago. Live streaming on YouTube did not exist. Like the content creator space in YouTube is definitely something that you could thrive on if you're really good, and you could earn a lot of money through it too.
upload established that there was an audience for videos critical of Morgz. In light
You
of
should
this,
have
Morgz
more
became
views.
the punching bag for every commentary
Subs.
YouTuber.
No,
from
I don't
DJ
think so.
Cook to
I'll earn
Cody
it
Poe.
right.
Someone
I'll
tell
earn
me
it
what the deal
properly.
with Morgz is. I haven't watched any videos on him. I know that
Just
he's
bought-
annoying.
no.
People have
You want
tweeted me
Susan on my
before
ass?
his
No,
videos
bro.
being like, he's so
No, bro.
annoying, you gotta do something.
The Sidemen awarded Morgz the most punchable face in 2018.
The most punchable face.
Okay.
Again, Morgz.
And by 2019, even PewDiePie was joining the pylon in front of an audience of over 16 million.
The mom really likes to make that face, and it makes me very, 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 very uncomfortable.
Subsequently, everyone over the age of 15 seemed to take on a similar opinion about Morgz. Morgz is a dumb English kid who know nothing but yelling. I mean, imagine a kid who makes his mum fall off a treadmill for money, and his number one problem is clickbaiting people. Pretty sure that the neighbors next to Morgz's house must definitely have soundproofing. In the end, he sucks. However,
Yeah, I
whilst
could see
being
that.
criticized from every corner of the internet doesn't sound all that ideal, Morgz claimed that he loved it.
This is probably going to sound pretty crazy, but like, I love them really. Like,
Really?
I really like. There isn't really anything I enjoy watching more now than people like ripping into me.
Everybody making videos, ripping apart your content. How did that feel inside, Morgan? Did it hurt?
To be honest, I loved it.
Possibly because it was doing wonders for the growth of his channel. This was accentuated by Morgz's mum beginning her own channel, which
Morgz's
opened the door
mum.
for a whole new set of memes, such as the Will and E vs Morgz's mum subscriber war, which garnered millions of views for each creator, while passively introducing more people to what you might call the Morgz empire. Although,
Jesus
while Morgz
Christ.
claimed to enjoy
Imagine your
rigorous
mom
videos,
becoming a-
one piece of criticism
Okay.
that Morgz didn't seem to appreciate was when people began to accuse him of stealing video ideas from Mr. Beast.
Oh,
In
shit.
light of these accusations, Morgz would take to Twitter claiming that Mr. Beast's ideas had also already been done in the past, prompting a video response from Mr. Beast, who stated that he was putting his own twist on the videos whilst Morgz clearly wasn't.
When you get inspired, because it's clearly you're getting inspired by me, just switch it up a little bit more. Like, yeah, obviously I got inspired by other people. I wasn't the first to donate to Twitch streamers. Everyone gets inspiration. Just you
That's
put your own
true.
little twist on it. I would just prefer if you get inspired by me, just switch it up a little bit more. And yeah. I mean, I don't hate you. It's whatever.
Morgz responded to the video by stating, "The titles and thumbnails are pretty similar, but if you watch the actual vids, our video styles are completely different," before Mr. Beast will conclude the thread by stating, "Hey, a sensible response. I deleted the original tweet because I know lots of YouTubers are making vids on you right now, and I can't imagine it feels good, so I'll leave you alone. Have a good day," although this certainly wouldn't be the end of the beef, as Morgz continued to copy many elements of Mr. Beast's videos. 6 months after their original encounter on Twitter, Morgz
Oh my
posted a
god,
tweet
yeah, that sounds
reading, "Sold out
annoying.
of
I
video
could
ideas
hear
at the
him on
moment.
a
I'm in
steel
a bit of a
frame. Holy
pickle,"
shit.
prompting another little zinger by Jimmy reading, "Don't worry, I'm about to start uploading more soon." This prompted Morgz to start a new argument thread in which he would show examples where Mr. Beast seemed to have actually copied Morgz, yet Mr. Beast would dismantle these accusations by showing the process by which he had actually come up with the ideas. Morgz responded by stating, "How come my top video is a copy of your Last to Leave series, but your VR video is inspired? And just because you say you're joking and you hate drama doesn't change anything.
No,
Just a
man.
way for
You
to
can't
push a
rip on
narrative
Mr.
while
Beast,
still
bro.
looking like a good guy, even though you
Yeah,
tweeted
that's a dick
about
move.
me."
I agree.
The beef
That's a dick
continued with
move. You
Morgz
can't-
blacklisting the word
you can't
Mr.
do
Beast
that.
on his channel, and Jimmy stating on Twitter, "Imitation is the sincerest form of flattery." Yet at some point, Mr. Beast probably realized that arguing about the problem was a waste of time, as Morgz was only getting closer and closer to 10 million subscribers. However, coincidentally, 10 million subscribers would also be the same point at which Morgz's channel began to show the first signs of impending failure.
That's the thing that I don't understand the most. Is why would you beef against Mr. Beast, man? Mr. Beast is known as the most philanthropic and most accomplished YouTuber out there. Like literally everyone in this fucking planet that watches YouTube loves Mr. Beast because of how much good he has done for the world. He saved the trees. He saved the seas. You know, he donated a lot of food banks. He literally changed people's lives. He did a lot of hospital donations. Like he is like, you know, he is a literal angel. Like, you know what I mean? I mean, figuratively, he is an angel. So like, and the worst part of, you know what's the worst part is that Mr. Beast has top quality entertainment content. Like you cannot beat Mr. Beast. He is the apex hunter. He is the apex champion of the YouTube space. So you ripping on Mr. Beast and having beef with Mr. Beast is probably literally the most stupidest thing you can ever do, man. If Mr. Beast like said, hey Ryozen, you're trash for making reaction videos and not really adding anything to them, I would probably be shitting my ass and I'd probably be praying to Mr. Beast and say, yes daddy, please more. Because that's how much, I mean, that's how much people love Mr. Beast in general, or in everything that he does. He's just that good. He's just awesome. And you starting a Morgz starting a beef with him, dude, that's just like, it's respect down the drain. Because you guys have to realize that even for me, when I see these topics, see these influencers or content creators, I always look at this. Everybody has a side. There is, I always try to stick the neutral standpoint and give my opinions to both sides equally fair and square. Because again, I am not invested in any of these parties. I am a third part. That's why I give very transparent and very pure commentary or pure opinions towards them. But you ripping on Mr. Beast, that's just like fucking stupid, Morgz. Holy fucking shit, bro.
We mentioned in the beginning that the first reason behind this was that his audience had simply gotten older. However, it wasn't only the audience. 15-year-old Morgz and 20-year-old Morgz were two completely different people.
Now, over the past few years, as I'm sure you know, I have changed a lot from when I first started YouTube.
15-year-old Morgz seemed energetic and confident that he would be doing YouTube forever, whilst 20-year-old Morgz had achieved 10 million subscribers.
Oh my god, please shave.
Everything he could have ever imagined.
What is
leading him
that?
to adopt a more jaded personality.
Teenager
claiming that
goatee.
he could simply retire whenever he wanted to.
I guess I'm at a point now where like I don't have to do anything. Like I could theoretically, like I guess, retire.
I mean, he is a millionaire.
Obviously,
Retire at 19.
Morgz, having achieved everything he ever wanted, also seemed to bring on this epiphany that maybe being this overly energetic entertainer for kids wasn't
Man, I hate his face. I hate his face. Holy
stating
shit.
that the overly energetic persona was draining as it lacked personability.
a lot of my videos anybody could like watch and laugh at, and they were just very easy to digest. There wasn't much like chatting to the camera. There wasn't much interacting with the audience. It drained you over time because, you know, it ends up with
God damn, dude.
just not being very personal.
No wonder why he has the most
And, you know,
punchable
kind of
face.
sacrifice that personal connection with your audience. It does wear on your mind thinking about, you know, like what's going to make the video.
As a result, Morgz began to take a much more honest approach to YouTube, admitting that the content itself was fake in addition to his personality.
Morgan, we all know you've done a lot of fake videos. But which one is the fakest?
Yo, how can I even pick one? There's so many.
While also admitting that he had copied Mr. Beast on numerous different occasions.
Mr. Beast beef.
You know
Okay.
what? I will hold my hands up and say, yes, I have taken ideas before. I mean, I'm pretty sure you guys already know that.
There was a clear internal battle that was arising in Morgz' mind after he'd hit 10 million subscribers, being that he could either continue with the overhyped fake persona and the videos targeted towards children, or he could pursue authenticity and run the risk of losing his audience.
Yeah,
Morgz
to
would
be
make
honest,
this
like, I never
decision
met him.
publicly
I
in
never
early
know him, dude.
2021, when he'd upload a video titled I'm Leaving YouTube, explaining that he planned on leaving his childlike persona in the past so he could make videos as his own authentic self.
Now
Okay.
I've got 11 million subscribers and everything. I guess now I'm at a point in my YouTube career where I'm just kind of done with the bullshit. Like, you know, I just want to be myself again.
By this point, Morgz' viewership had already fallen to 20 million per month from a peak of 100 million per month. However, Morgz displaying his genuine self seemed to have no effect on his decline in views, as they would unfortunately continue to tumble.
Holy shit.
Perhaps Morgz' reputation as a kid's entertainer
You guys
was
gotta
so
realize he's a
deeply
millionaire,
ingrained
though.
that nobody over the age of 18 would be willing to call themselves a Morgz fan even after the rebrand. Maybe Morgz overestimated how interested his previously young audience would be in his new genuine persona. The other problem with adopting this new genuine persona was that suddenly there was no reason for the commentary community to talk about him anymore. He kind of lost his meme status.
Okay.
So much of his growth had come from people simply discussing how bad he was, and therefore as Morgz got rid of his cringy personality, people got rid of their videos talking about it. All of this led Morgz' viewership to fall further to around 10 million per month, while Morgz' subscriber count would stagnate.
You guys
or
gotta
vice versa,
realize
declining
10 million per month is big money,
the
dude.
decreased viewership and subscriber count seemed to lead to a decline in motivation as Morgz began to upload every 1 or 2 months, resulting in a further viewership decline to around 5 million.
You
per
guys gotta
month, where-
realize that peak Morgz was earning millions of dollars, and Morgz now is still earning millions of dollars. Okay, you guys don't realize he could actually retire when he is 19 years old because he got so much money from YouTube ads or sponsorships and that kind of stuff. Okay, so yeah, I do understand you guys. I do hope that Morgz, you know, best to best of him, and he's trying to find his authentic self. I do hope the best for him, man. I've never watched Morgz, maybe a few vids here and there, but I never really noticed. The only time that I realized it was Morgz when he started talking to the camera, like on his usual YouTube intros. Yeah, that's when I realized, oh yeah, I hate this guy. Because like it's so annoying. He sounds like a Gen Z humor where ear rape is funny. But hey, that's my opinion at least. I wish good. I wish farewell to Morgz, and I hope he does best. And I think he's a really pog dude. He's a very genuine dude now. And as long as he keeps evolving, he keeps having fun. Hey, I think he's gonna do well. 10 million views now. That's still a lot of money, bro. So and besides, I do think he already banked a lot of money from his few peak years. So he is probably gonna do well regardless of what you guys think about him. Yeah, we hope that you could grow, like be him and be better like him. The thing is that for my case, I do know I'm not gonna be like Morgz. I will never be a top YouTuber. Because for the mere fact that my content is recycled. I do know that reaction videos is recycled. I do understand that my commentary style is basically me just being genuine about things and responding to things in my perspective. Because the thing is, I don't really pan to a specific audience. Like, I don't do extremist left side where left-leaning people will start rallying behind me, or right-wing politics where like right-wing people start leaning behind me. I don't do that. I understand both angles and give a genuine thought, a genuine response to these people, you know, a very calculated and a very intelligible you know, response. That's what I would assume, even though I'm a dumbass. But yeah, that's why I would never grow. But yeah, thank you for that, dude. Thank you for that. But hey, you know what? We do things that we like to do. I don't do YouTube for the algorithm. I don't do YouTube for the money. I just do YouTube specifically for the people who aren't able to catch up on the streams, because, you know, I understand school sucks, work sucks, and, you know, just seeing what happens on the stream is fun. Am I right, boys? So, what do you guys think of Morgz though? I think he's gonna do well. I think he's gonna do well. He finds his own, he's not pleasing anybody, and he's gonna have fun, regardless of what you guys think or what I think. So go, drop it on the comment section on what you think on Morgz. Or if it's not the case, drop it in live chat if you guys are here right now. We'll talk about it, and let's move on to the next video, my boys.